What's going on, Sha?
I forgot what time we recorded.
Okay.
Not forgot. I know what time we recorded. I just lost an hour.
How?
I had a doctor's appointment, which, is already fantastic. And then I had to come back from that. I had to run a couple of errands and come back from that. And when I walked in and put everything down, my clock said 11:30. And I went, great. I can do a couple of things, wash some dishes, make a little salad, and then I got 50 minutes to that'll be 30 minutes, and I got 50 minutes to just sit and eat and watch a couple of clips.
Yeah.
And swimmingly. I start a clip of someone on Colbert. I sit down and I got a clock next to my television, and the clock says 1:10, which means it is actually 1:05. But that does mean that it is 5 minutes after when we're supposed to start.
That doesn't make sense. What happened there?
I lost an hour. Turns out my clock that I had initially looked at actually said 12:30, not 11:30.
Okay.
Which actually means it was 12:25, not 11:25. I set everything 5 minutes early, off rip. That is the kind of house I grew up in.
Okay.
My sister sets her stuff I don't know, 12 minutes early. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what her math is, but I'm like, this is more than the standard issue 5. But okay, we can work with it. It's ahead, and that's all that matters.
You
We
were
are
2
a
stark
set the clock
deviations away. Okay.
ahead, always running late family. So I just looked at it and thought it said 11. You know how 11 and 12, if it's not, how also these are analog.
Okay.
Which maybe people don't, the kids, they don't know about analog clocks.
Yeah, no, my kids do. I was impressed.
Yeah, that's good, because overall they're just like, what is that? They don't know how to tell time on an analog clock, and apparently neither do I, so I can't throw shade, but I have them all over the house. I have little analog clocks all over the house. Obsessed with knowing what time it is. Anywho,
so they're all set 5 minutes ahead?
Yes, everything is set 5 minutes ahead in my house.
Okay.
The microwave, the stovetop clock, my watches, everything 5 minutes ahead.
I didn't even know you could do that. You have an iPhone, right?
The iPhone, I can't. That's the only thing I can't. And I just kind of look at it like, oh, well, I guess that's the truth. But but I didn't like it. That's why, I like having watches. I like wearing watches. And so that's why I was happy to return to my watches. But now I have to break myself with the habit of looking at my phone or whatever. So my phone will tell me the truth. But I just need to glance, because analog clocks are for glancing.
Right.
You glance and you get a rough idea of what time it is so that you can move accordingly. And so that's what I did. I glanced and I'm like, got it, 11:30. But it was actually 12:30. That hour hand was not, it wasn't right on 12. You know what I mean? So who knows? Anywho, it looked like 11:30 to me. And that's actually kind of wild, considering I left my office at 11:10.
Okay.
So how did I think that when I got home from a ride that is on a good day 40 minutes? Why did I think that I walked in my house at 11:25?
Because you're 5 minutes ahead already.
That's the correct time. The 11:25 is the correct time. Why would I think that? I don't know, but that's what I thought. And I mean, I guess the good thing is my dishes are clean.
There you go. I'm sorry you didn't get your fiber for the day. I hope you
No. I ate that salad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I absolutely just because I needed the salad because I was drained, and so I didn't eat before I went to the doctor's appointment. So I had to eat something. Yeah, it was the chilling part while eating that I had to forego. So I was running around and then shoveling salad in my mouth and then running around again and then shoveling more. So I finished it. I mean, by then I was late. It was late, but even that's not really late for us.
Yeah. So we're pretty casual with the 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but still, I was just like, oh no, you know what I mean? Because I had nothing set up. Like I had to find my laptop in my bed, find my headphones in my bed. I had to go into the other room and plug it in. I had to set up all the stuff, and because I didn't really do that before I left for the appointment.
Right.
And yeah, so I'm here and it's great and that's fantastic, but
it's all worked out.
Just know that my blood pressure is up a little bit.
Well, we'll get you a salad afterward too.
No, that was today's salad.
It's wild because my energy was so the opposite. I sat down here 10 minutes before.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote up the email I usually send you to let you know, hey, here are the articles. Here's the Zen link. Started watching some YouTube clips, kicking it, waiting for you to log on. And it gets to like 1:10. I'm like, oh, I didn't log on. Let me double check my stuff here.
Right.
Turns out, never sent the email. Just wrote it up. I'm like, oh, okay, that's on me. Silly Gastor. You know what I mean? Just had a draft written up, staring at me for 20 minutes.
That means that we each had the realization that we were slipping at roughly the same time.
Yeah.
2 dim light bulbs going off.
You know what I mean? Just you gotta shake it sometimes. You gotta click, flick the light bulb every now and then.
Oh man.
Oh man. But yo, we here. We live, baby.
We're here.
What I mean? We're allowed to be a little off, okay? We just recovered from one snowstorm, got smacked with another.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. I think we're good though. There was talk that there would be more snow this upcoming weekend, but you know what? I'm gonna look again though, because that's what it said this morning. And then who knows whatever.
Yeah, on Monday they were even saying we would get snow today, and today's been beautiful.
Well, we got the snow that I don't know if you were out at like 7 or 8 or 9.
This morning, no.
There was
snow? Oh, okay, my bad.
Like freshly fallen snow.
Damn, B, I was talking shit to the kids too.
No, it was out there because I walked. I was going to my appointment, and so I was out of the house at like 8:45, and I was like, "Oh, this is like 2 inches of snow here." like there was snow. I guess.
Yeah, I remember that was on the forecast this morning. We were supposed to get 1 to 3 inches.
Yeah, so we did.
I got up to shovel and I ain't seen nothing outside. I was like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah, no, it was warm like immediately. My appointment wasn't even that long. On the way there, I definitely was trudging in snow, and when I came out, it was like all the sidewalks had been cleared, and they hadn't, but like big chunks of snow stuff melting, falling from buildings and trees.
Yeah.
It had warmed up that much, and I wasn't even inside for over an hour. I was in, so like,
hey, I will say this year put me in a weird spot with the snow.
Oh yeah.
I have to shovel obviously when it snows, I go to the front yard to shovel that. Backyard where my driveway is, I got to shovel the sidewalk side of that too.
Okay.
And so I'm shoveling, and this dude comes over to help, who is shoveling the building next to mine. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take the assist. I ain't mad at it. I appreciate you, homie. And he starts shoveling. He's doing damage, Charlie. He's killing it way faster than me. I have been very transparent. My shoveling is trash.
Okay.
It is not my gift. I've never done it well. I get snow out the way.
That's all. Look, as far as I'm concerned, that's great.
Yeah, like there's less snow there. But I'm not gonna lie, like you don't see the cement.
Right.
Like that's just not my gift. I take as much as I can away, and then I make it look like a litter box for a cat. I just drop as much sand and salt as I can so no one slips.
Right.
But there's people they block look pretty already. Like they look good. I don't do that. This guy's doing that.
Right. So
he's shoveling for me, killing it. And he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Hey man, I don't really rock with this Mondami dude." I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, he gotta get his shit together. I really wish he was more like that governor in Florida. And like he kept getting more and more wild, but he was shoveling so well that I was like, I don't know if I could stop you. Like, so I was trying to debate on morally, like, and I disagree with you.
Right.
but you are a fantastic shoveler.
Right.
So like how much would you let someone shovel your property if you disagree with them? And
I
they
mean,
help
I don't even know if I'd be out there while they were shoveling. I was like, "Oh, you got this."
He's doing a great job. I didn't want to stop him, shot, but like
No, I
also he
absolutely,
was
yeah,
like,
no, I'd let him rock. I mean, those are his political opinions. They're not
yeah.
going to change my mind any, and
I was like, hey,
like
do you? I was like,
arguing with them is not going to guarantee that my place gets cleared.
yeah. I didn't want to
So-
slow him down. So I was like, yeah. I was like, I kept saying shit like, I hear you.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
all. That's because
you know what I mean?
they're not listening to you. They're not saying it in the way that they want to have honest debate or discuss it. They just, hey man, well, I got you here. I'm just gonna blah 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 blah. And unless you say something that's like, oh, I don't agree with that at all, they're just gonna assume that they're amongst friends. They already assume they're amongst friends enough to shovel and then start talking. So yeah. So I just go, oh, word.
Real talk. Like I ain't even mad at him. I've seen him before in the neighborhood. We do the head nod to each other.
Right.
So he was cool. But I ain't know we disagreed this much politically and like we on the same block. But yeah, man, go figure. He great job though, man.
He means like as in DeSantis?
Yeah. He's pro DeSantis. He's telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I like what he's doing down there. He like, I got family down there and like I keep up with it politically. And he's like, I'm thinking of retiring down there. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you should do that. You should do that soon.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, yeah, it's great. You know what I mean? Just come up here whenever it snows. And then
hook me up and then go back.
Yeah, stay down there 360 days a year, give or take. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's great. Good for him, I guess. You know, like, what are you gonna do? Those folks are out there. And I mean, clearly, they're amongst us. You know what I mean? Someone voted. Yeah, somebody still likes them. These polls are coming out. It's not 99% to 1% against Trump.
No.
That shit's, you know, close. Not close, but like 60-40.
Yeah, it's like there's people.
It's 55-45. You know, like it's not. It's not a blowout. It's not a blowout.
There's a game happening.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, those folks are, I mean, they're out and about.
Yeah. I guess it surprises me still. But not that they're not out and about, but that they're where I am, I guess. That's the part that throws me off.
No, I get that. I understand that. I had that, like a few, I guess around the time of, maybe Barack Obama's first term, like his that whole election season. You know, I'm still on Facebook. I'm still seeing what people from high school are, their opinions and what they're saying and blah blah blah. And they are saying some crazy shit. And I'm like, what? And it's not that we live near each other. You know, I mean, I'm still in Atlanta, of course, but it's not like we all live near each other or blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like, yo, huh? And then I had to remember, no, Shalewa, you were the outlier.
Yeah, yo.
Your family moved to Stone Mountain.
Yo.
You know what I mean? You're the one. Like, because my thought was just like, wow, didn't we all like grow up together? Like, we were in each other's houses, like we hung out, but you know, you were the outlier.
Straight up, yo.
And yeah, so yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, right. And there's one guy on Facebook. I mean, I'm very rarely on Facebook now, which means I've already done all the house cleaning I'm gonna do. Occasionally someone from high school will reach out like, hey, they want to be your friend. And I'm like, oh, I think we were friends. And I think I unfriended you. And I think we're good. Like, there's no one left for me to discover from high school.
Fair.
Everybody that I was like, I wonder how they're doing and really cared, I now know.
Right.
I now know and am in touch with if I need to be. So anyone else, I'm just like, no, you weren't like first and foremost on my mind.
We good.
Yeah, but there was one guy who I'd known since like 6th grade. There were a few folks that I've known since 6th grade, but this one guy, And I mean, even at the time, I figured he was his family was like Republican or whatever. But this guy, he's like he would say like at that time he was clearly not a fan of Barack Obama, but he only talked policy.
Okay.
And he didn't get personal.
I could rock with that.
And I was just like, I'll let him rock. I've known him since sixth
Yeah,
grade.
honestly, I'm
This
peace
is
with that,
not
yeah.
shocking to me, even though we were friendly for sure. Like in a good way, not like we could tolerate each other. We were friendly in a good way. But I also knew at the time, like, like where he stood and or where his family stood, and like that wasn't surprising to me.
Right.
Even though he was, for all intents and purposes, like a good guy, I'm not surprised that he took. But he talked strictly policy, and
That's
I was like,
peace.
"Hey, man, you know what? Okay,
Yeah, I'm
So,
cool with that, B.
yeah, like
Real talk.
you're fine." So I didn't unfriend him, but there were others where I was just like, "Goodbye, click, click,
Yeah,
click,
B,
click, click,
peace.
get out of here." So
Real
yeah,
talk.
but that moment of just like, didn't we grow up together? Oh wait, no,
Yo.
no, we did not grow up together. We went to the same high school.
Yeah, that's not the same
That's
thing,
not
yo.
the same thing. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So,
But
yeah. So you
I
just
do
gotta
think,
let him go.
yeah, I think I'm gonna accept it. I do think there is a correlation between ability to shovel snow and being Republican. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I feel like there's something there.
That sounds insane, but I would like you to really think that through.
Yeah.
Is it a physical? Is it because all the Democrats are what, graphic designers or something?
At least here, like at least on my block.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, honestly, truth be told, if we're talking like conservative values,
Yeah.
like you should not be that surprised.
Yeah. Real talk. I
Because
got to open up to that.
yeah, like a lot of immigrant families, hell, a lot of black people are
Yeah.
hella conservative. What about the church? You know what I mean?
Right.
But they don't necessarily vote Republican because Republicans are trying to get us out the paint completely.
Right.
Like completely out the paint. Whereas Democrats are like, no, we need you in the paint. We're just gonna act weird while you're here.
Yo.
And it's like, okay, but you still said we could stay, right? Okay, great. You know what I mean? You got like you're not
I
really
guess that's the
okay,
best.
but you'll still let me think whatever I want to think, but you will fight for me to be able to live in neighborhoods and thrive and all that. Yes, all right,
Reluctantly so, but I'll take it.
not that either of them are doing that great of a job, but I mean, the devil, right?
That's where
So
we at, baby.
yeah.
Either way, thank you, Andy. Appreciate you.
Not that you called him out.
You my dude, yo. Real talk, yo. We can split a pie or something together. Just
no, you don't have to break bread. You do not have to break bread with him. Stop it. That's your problem.
Yeah, because I guess my issue is like I gotta keep this is the thing I do think that guys had down pat. Like our friendship stayed in the pocket of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy was block guy, Yankee guy.
Right.
That's all I knew him for until yesterday.
Right.
So we could be, hey, what up? Hey, what up? You know what I mean? And we ain't talk about anything else but the block until like right now. We would start talking because it's spring training.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees starting to get loose. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yo, it's gonna be a good season. And we dap it up till like October.
Okay.
And then I don't see him. You know what I mean? I don't know where he goes, but he disappears during the winter for the most part. If I see him, it's like a head nod. But he back. Maybe he even goes to Florida now to visit family. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, he probably does. The snowbird.
Real talk.
Well, yeah, but that's more than enough. You don't
Yeah, that
you
could
don't
be
need to
beautiful.
break bread or a pie. You don't need to do anything more than what you're doing. I dare say you could do less and
Real
still be
talk. You're
okay.
right.
So, yeah, don't you gotta fight the urge to be friendly with everyone.
You know
Not
what?
everyone deserves your friendship, Gastor.
You
And
know,
that doesn't
I have to learn that, Shy. You're
yeah,
right.
that doesn't mean that you have to be unkind,
Right.
but you cannot befriend everyone. And that's something that I think being a woman teaches you. You cannot do it because it I mean it could it could be your end.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even just the being kind, um sometimes we're doing that just to placate folks.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so like you've gotta you gotta get those hackles up of like, okay, how much friendship do I need to give this person?
Right.
What is the bare minimum? Because this isn't anyone I need in my life. So what's the bare minimum I can give them to keep it moving and still feel like they're not gonna be in the shadows some night?
Right.
So yeah, not to go to a desperate place, but
No.
that's
That's
that's a that's where you learn that
It
skill.
was awkward. It was awkward. I left the drive. I know right now people could walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "Hey, you want help getting the car out?" And I stopped there. I was like, "You know what? I could live with that. I don't know. I don't know how much further this convo is going to go.
Right.
And I feel like if the time it takes to get my car out, it's going to be enough to where we don't talk no more.
Right. Yeah.
So
No.
let's cut it here. We good." I was like, "Nah, man. The weather take care of that. I don't need to take my car out till Friday."
Right. Exactly. Also, it's too personal.
Yeah.
You don't actually own the sidewalk, but you do own your car. I don't want no
Yeah.
one. I don't want no one that close to my car talking bullshit.
Put some bad juju on my whip.
Yeah.
You know
Then
what
I
I mean?
gotta sage everything. Nah, kid, you got it. You got it right over there.
Oh man, but good luck to everybody out there that's been dealing with rough weather. I'm rooting for y'all. Sincerely, hope the weather turns around for everybody. Let's get into the news. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kicking us off. Let's see here. 3 takeaways from Trump's State of the Union speech, huh?
Oh God, that he's crazy. He's crazy, and he's crazy. What? Who can't? What? I mean,
Yo,
I guess technically maybe we need to know, but I feel like we don't. I feel like it's business as usual. I feel like he feels it slipping through his fingers, and I feel like he's not handling that well. I know that it was the longest State of the Union address, beating
3
his
hours.
record by
It ran from 8 to 11. The production. I don't know how long his actual speech.
His actual speech was like an hour 41 minutes or something like that. And last year it was an hour, maybe like an hour 39 or something like that. So I know it was longer than the one last year, which set the record. And so I know he broke the record. And I know that's honestly probably the only thing he's proud of. That's probably the thing he's proud of the most, is that I talk longer. So,
Ran the light. Come on, my G.
He had him set the light.
I knew it was rough. Like, it was. My kids are not like necessarily like super politically in the know, but like I put it on, and my son came out into the living room, and he's like, "What did this dude break now?" And like,
what did he
I was like, it's just such perfect wording. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm watching to see what he did." But yeah, let's see here. He celebrated his victories in the economy. Trump unabashedly celebrated the economy, touting a stock market at all-time highs. We achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, a turnaround for the ages. We will never go back to where we were just a short time ago. Trump said little to acknowledge the economic pain and pessimism that many Americans report they feel when it comes to wages and costs, instead declaring the prices are coming down to the extent that he admitted problems exist. He blamed them on his predecessor and the Democrats in Congress. He boasted about his great, big, beautiful bill, including the tax breaks on tips and overtime and the deduction for seniors. he touted the tax advantages of Trump accounts for children.
Trump accounts for children?
Yo, that's...
Wait, what is that? You know what? Do I even want to click? Let me see what Trump accounts for children are.
Babies born between 2025 and 2028 will receive $1,000 at no cost.
No.
And everyone with a child under 18 should open an account.
Nah. I know a list when I see one. No.
Yeah, that sounds like a setup, my G.
The biggest setup.
Yo.
So that your baby ends up in a labor camp?
Nah, B.
Nah, player. Nope. I don't need your money. Forget it.
Real talk. He's also touting immigration crackdowns. Trump took credit for his immigration crackdown, boasting that he had brought about the strongest border in American history by far.
See, this is what I mean. None of this can be true. And it can't be everything the best ever. No. That's why it's like, why do I want to sit here and listen to him fucking make a goddamn like vision board? Like, I don't want to. Yuck is what I'm saying. And how much? And wait, what did it look like in the room? Do we have any reports on how it looked? Like, did any Democrats show up?
There were Democrats there. It was definitely mostly Republicans, but there were definitely Democrats in the building. There was moments when he was like, "These people are crazy." Like, he's like, I remember seeing that. Like, he was like talking smack to people in the room.
Like, it's a wrestling match?
Straight up. Like, he was directly saying, like, these people are crazy.
Like, pointing to the Democrats?
Yeah, straight up. Homeboy was wilding out there. Look, yeah, it says it in the article. He pointed at the Democrats and said, "These people are crazy," prompting J.D. Vance and Mike Johnson to stand up and applaud. He said,
those two. Oh,
yeah.
My God. That's the other thing, is that the only thing worse than watching Trump up there talking is watching freaking Frack behind him just like, smugly smile like they've done something. Oh, boy. Yuck.
See? The crushing cost of health care caused by you, while looking at the Democratic side of the aisle and blasting the Affordable Care Act after he successfully sought to end a part of the law's health insurance tax credits last year, leading to cost increases. He touted his plan, parts of which have stalled in Congress. He was really combative.
He said that the Democrats caused the problem of affordability. He blamed Joe Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond for inflation and the Green New Scam, whatever the fuck that is. Why am I going to listen to Peepaw up here just making up shit? I can't. I'm so over it. I'm not over it as I can be, knowing that I am unfortunately
in it.
And
Al Green of Texas was ejected for the second year in a row after he waved a sign at Trump that read, "Black people aren't apes."
Oh, okay. I did see that. And I couldn't tell. I didn't know if that was an AI situation or not. He actually held that sign up.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks mad AI.
Right?
Yo, real talk. That's incredible.
Yeah. I was just like, what Sharpie is that wide? But there may be one.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was removed last year after shouting at Trump over Medicaid cuts.
Good. Keep shouting at him. Remember when that one congressman, what was his name, Joe Wilson, yelled out, "You lie," as Obama was talking?
Joe. No, I do not, but that's wild.
And I don't think it was a State of the Union, but it was definitely Obama speaking to both, like, everybody.
Yeah.
And it was in that room. And maybe it was a State of the Union. I don't think so. But he said something, and then this congressman, I think from
Joe Wilson, South Carolina.
Yeah, and he yelled, "You lie," and I was just like, oh wow, so we just out and out heckling, huh? And there we go. That's yuck.
So yeah, wild dude. He is feeling some panic. This is the first time that his approval rating has slipped to below 50% for either presidency, by the way. So he's lost trust from not only the Democratic side but also some of the Republican conservative side. And obviously trying to like turn things around leading into the midterm elections in November.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
Yeah,
who cares? Not who cares. I care, but I also like I can't let that into my heart. He's
yeah,
a
yo.
fucking idiot. And I can't. I'm like, I can't with him. I can't.
This is one of the times where like I'm fighting my urge to be like glass half full positive, because like I keep wanting to say good luck, and I'm like, it's not good luck. No, I don't wish.
No.
So
Also,
yeah,
I don't know why you keep wanting to wish people good luck.
yeah. I don't know. I root for people to win, Sha. Just
Yeah, but you root for everyone to win, and I want you to be a little more discerning.
You're right. I'm gonna be. Yo, you know what? I'm a little late into the year for this. That's my New Year's resolution. Real talk. That's my New Year's resolution. I ain't gonna be good vibes for everybody.
No, right? You can't be good vibes for everyone. You're putting too much power on for everyone. Not everyone's gonna use that power positively.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
And you are full of power.
Straight
like
up.
You really can. You can transform a room or a person. You absolutely have that in you, which is why you're so great at comedy and at performing and at being in front of because you have that transformative power. But you got to be careful with that shit.
No, thank you for pointing that out. You're right, real talk. Oh yeah, friends call out friends for opportunities. I needed that. Thank you. You know what I mean?
You just gotta
switch that up.
Yeah, because it's scary out here now, and saying good luck to everybody is yuck.
Troops correspondence. If you have another thing I could say instead of good luck that you think I would, transition, like you know how like people that smoke, they get like a patch. Give me like a patch for good luck, like another word I could say instead.
I mean, you could say good luck, just don't mean it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to work on that part of it. That's what I do. Like, all right.
I don't want to lie either. I want to truthfully say something.
Oh, okay. Well, I say all right. That's not. That's non-committal. All right. It's usually what I do.
True.
So,
oh man! In other news, BAFTA apologizes to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo.
Oh, the BAFTAs. Okay.
Yes, indeed. For racial slur outbursts by guest. The British Academy issued an apology following the use of racial slurs by Tourette syndrome campaigner John Davidson when center stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were presenting an award during the award ceremony. The outburst caused by Davidson's condition was heard during the broadcast, and the racial slur was spoken when Jordan and Lindo presented the award for Best Visual Effects to Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Okay. Did you see any of this happening on Twitter?
I kept up with a lot of this. This was like fascinating to me. Yeah.
Okay. So like here's kind of the breakdown, everyone, if you didn't hear about it. So the BAFTA is the British Oscars.
Right.
Basically. So let's start there. So they had their ceremony. And apparently one of the movies like nominated was something called I Swear, which is like kind of a life story about this guy, John Davidson, who has Tourette's. Right. And apparently, just in following this story, it turns out he has the kind of Tourette's where you do say terrible things.
Right. And from what I could read, this is only like 10 to 15% of people with Tourette's. So right. It's not everybody, but it does affect a portion of it, like a noticeable portion of the people with Tourette's.
Right. And it's probably what you are thinking of whenever you think of Tourette's, because it's certainly the most cinematic. So right. It's the one that would probably get the most air time.
Right. Even though it's the minority of it, but yes.
Right. Yeah. I feel like someone on ER, certainly.
Right.
That's probably where I learned it from, maybe ER, some shit
Straight
like
up.
that.
I'm sure it's on Grey's Anatomy somewhere.
Yeah. So, yeah, so what happened was, I guess, the BAFTAs, they, had the guy who the movie's based on, he's there. And he was told that there was an announcement made, I guess,
Yeah.
of like, hey, there's a Tourette's fellow is here.
Right.
So you may hear outbursts, you know, don't get weirded out. Tourette's fellow is here.
Right.
Um, and so that announcement was made. But he, I guess, yelled out. I think, apparently he had a couple of like racy things that he.
Yeah, he was doing it all night, from what I understand. But this was the wilder one, and
Yeah.
also the other issue is there were other outbursts in general from other people, and this was the only one that made the TV cut.
Right, and that is notable because the BAFTAs was not aired live.
Right.
There was like a 2-hour delay before
Yeah,
they
straight
put
up, B.
Like they had it in the afternoon and then they showed it that night. So, and so there other things that had been said during the whole show. Anything that was pro-Palestine was yoinked.
Right.
They had time to do that, but somehow they didn't catch this. This wasn't cut out. But the other slur, I think he said, was cut out.
Yep.
And then he mentioned, the guy Davidson mentioned that he left the awards of his own accord because he felt uncomfortable, because he thought that with that announcement that was made of like, hey, everyone, be cool. What you're hearing is this fella's Tourette's, his outburst. He thought that everyone would be understanding. And so when he would have his outburst and he saw that he was making people uncomfortable, he felt a kind of way because he thought, well, they made the announcement, like, so you guys know what it is, which is kind of wild because just because they make an announcement doesn't mean that everyone automatically understands what Tourette's is.
Right.
So that's a wild assumption. That's a wild leap. But so he saw he was making people uncomfortable and he left. He also mentioned that there was a microphone near him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Apparently, Warner Brothers saw that, I guess, live, saw it happen, and then he got in touch with the BAFTAs and they were like, hey, like, you got to issue an apology. And they were like, oh, yeah. Or you got to cut it out or whatever. And they were like, yeah. And did not.
Wild.
Yeah. The guy himself issued a statement that wasn't, did not include, I'm sorry.
Right.
He has since apparently reached out to everyone individually and apologized.
Okay.
Is what I'm hearing, that he has reached out to to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo and apologized to them himself. What was the other thing? I forget. What else? Oh, the conversation now.
Yeah, online's been serious with this.
It's been very wild. Of just like, there's the faction of, well, this is it's like there's a phrase for the type of Tourette's this is, where you say slurs or terrible things, like core.
Yeah, it's a specific thing. I know they said it's like 10 to 15% of people with Tourette's have this. From what I could read, they don't control what is said, and it's not something they're thinking either. It's just
right.
They come out.
In fact, it's not. So it's coprolalia, I guess.
Okay.
Involuntary tick-like utterance of obscene words or socially inappropriate remarks. So like and anyone can get it. Right?
Right.
It's usually like the worst thing you could say um to whoever, whatever it is that triggers it.
Right.
And so there were people, so there's that school of thought online, people with Tourette's or Tourette adjacent, I guess, who were explaining that this doesn't mean that that's how they feel, that's how the person feels. In fact, it's usually the opposite, and they're just because of how their brain is, they're saying the worst thing, but that's not how they feel, and that's why they feel embarrassed and whatnot,
Right.
because that's not. So there's that. But then on the flip side are the people who are like, Tourette's or nah, kind of gotta apologize.
Yeah.
But a big part of being a person with Tourette's is like learning how not to shrink yourself or apologize because these are your tics. Which I understand, don't shrink yourself because of, you are not only Tourette's, you are a whole person who happens to have Tourette's.
Right.
I absolutely understand that. Flip side is you did call these two dudes the N-word at the Baptist. Like, right? Like, not that you have to, I mean, it's so high, it's such a high up place for that to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not conceivable to live your life constantly apologizing for your tics. There should be awareness and understanding about it, absolutely. But that's like the biggest place to have a tic.
Yeah. Agreed.
And it did seem like you could explain what the situation was, as Davison did, and still throw in I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's
you nailed it for me there. Like there's a misconception in my opinion, and not just in that in I don't know the specifics of that community, but I'm speaking about apologizing, that it shrinks you. And I don't think it does. If anything, it shows you as like bigger. It shows you as empathetic, as an understanding, and a person that knows that like there's a human here. So I don't think apologizing makes you any smaller. It's just acknowledging, hey, this is different from what you're supposed to be, from the way you're supposed to be treated. My bad. I'm dealing with this other thing. There's a way of doing that without you being feeling less than. And if anything, this is clearly a moment for that, right? Like we're there for your movie. That's beautiful. We're trying to celebrate it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that was clearly a room full of people doing anything but shrinking you, and you shouldn't feel that way. But I still think, to your point, there was a way of saying, yo, thank you so much for supporting me. This is blah, but hey, real talk, my bad. That's not how I felt. And in the midst of that, it would have been happening as well. So they would have seen like the reality of that. I think that would have been an important moment for a lot of people. That's honestly what I thought was kind of beautiful about a lot of the things I saw on Twitter. They're like a lot of I saw a lot of videos from Black people with Tourette's who were able to like really talk about the nuance of like, hey, I felt for both sides of these, but it's uncontrolled. But in turn, I fully get like this is a thing I feel the Michael B. Jordan thing. Like they're both visible in their own way.
Right.
So it was interesting. I really really found the nuance of this convo great. Also way Twitter in general, which is a lot of jokes in general for this type of stuff. One or a few times it's a little too early for these. I think in a year this will be hysterical. But today, like let's lock in on trying to do some nuance
any
here.
Of the jokes. I just saw the conversation because there's a New York comedian named Benny Feldman.
Okay.
Do you know Benny?
I don't believe so. Maybe.
Okay, so he has Tourette's.
Okay.
And he's very funny. He's very funny. He gets up all over the place.
Shouts to Benny.
And so a Black comedian named Skylar Higby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So he said something about what was going on. About like, hey, maybe you should apologize or something. And somebody questioned him on it, and he was like, you know what? I don't have the answer for that. Let me tag in Benny. And Benny is like, hey, I'm no longer on Twitter, but I'll come in for this conversation. Which is like, okay, you saw the tag within minutes. You on Twitter like I'm on Twitter, which is shh. But so then a conversation was had about all of this. And so I was following that and I'm like, okay, all right, okay. And yeah, like it's a widespread conversation. And people, I don't know, like it's yeah, it's a difficult one, to figure out because everyone wants to be on the right side.
Yeah.
But in this case, I feel like you can understand both sides, but it's just like, couldn't you have, maybe we should, that kind of thing. But the nuance of it is not what's going to, you know, sell soap.
Real
So
talk.
yes.
And yeah, like my biggest issue with all of this honestly was the production company.
Mm,
Whoever put this out, they had 2 hours to edit this.
mm.
I know I edit the pod and I am not good at editing. And I know for a fact that all of the software that is available today, if you pay for the professional version,
Mhm.
they all allow you to edit with text now. So you
Oh.
can literally type in every problematic word.
Oh.
And if anyone said it, it'll go right to that part of the video and you can cut that out.
That's
So I low-key actually thought that was the brilliance of having the mic next to him. Because now you have a mic literally capturing any moment that might be problematic that he says, and then you can edit it out of the whole pod and it won't be heard, or the whole show, pardon me, in this case.
Right.
But
if you're wondering why there was even a mic at his table, I'm looking at a tweet right now from Imani Barbarian,
Okay.
who's a fairly well-known online well-known not influencer but like commentator on disability and just disability rights and whatnot. And so she comes across my feed a great deal. And she's mentioning that if you've ever been to large productions with disability where you may be the one speaking, they will often place a mic at the table so the disabled person doesn't have to get up. That doesn't
dope.
explain why it was on, but from a logistic standpoint, it makes sense why it was there.
Yeah. There you go.
So there could, so it's like, why was he in front of a mic? Well, that could have been why. In
Yeah,
case,
there you go.
they will. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like there's logic of like, okay, like everything can be explained logically, but there's still, but why were all of these things? Now, why it took BAFTA so long? Like, because this thing is saying BAFTA apologized, right?
Mm-hmm. But
2
mad late.
days.
Yeah, real talk.
2 days before they're like, all right, we sorry.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
right.
problem.
Yeah. All the people involved, like I kind of get what happened. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They weren't expecting it.
Mhm.
And like there's a human element to that.
Right.
But man, like y'all the org.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, y'all should have been the first to be like, oops, sorry.
Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all dropped the ball on this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
also,
like it should have been fully on y'all.
And how many times, just the whole like, we got to forgive, although it makes sense in this point, we got to forgive the person who made the mistake because for this reason. And it's like, well, yes, we can hash all that out in the comment section. But for now, this was done on a huge stage.
Yeah.
Maybe say, oops, sorry.
That's it.
My bad. How hard is a my bad?
My bad.
My bad. You know what? You're right. We got to eat
talk.
that one. That's all it took.
Real talk. My bad. That's crazy.
That's crazy. My bad. But nope, it took 2 days to get to my bad.
Come on. Them dudes, they ain't even in brand no more. Them dudes left.
I know. I know.
The my bad loses a lot of power when it's an email. That when you had the chance in person.
Yeah. When it's 2 days later and it's an email, my bad hit different.
It don't hit the same.
Yeah.
Fun fact, by the way, Skylar Higley,
Uh-huh.
real dope comic. I'm a big fan. I have booked him on my show in some variety different shows 3 different times. Never met him. Every time he's about to do a show of mine, I get booked for a weekend gig somewhere. So it's been a blessing. But literally, like, he's done Sandwich, he's done like all of my
he's done your shows, but you're never there.
I'm never there. Every time I book him, like, yo, you in town? Yo, I heard you in town. You want to come do my show next month? He's like, oh yeah, man, that's what's up. He's like, yo, I love your work. Come through. And then I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna be there. So so straight up, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is book dope people, regardless of whether you know them or not, as long as they cool. I'm hearing good things, Skylar.
Look them up first and see if it's
make sure you're cool.
Make sure you're cool. Yeah, this is here we go, Gastor. Book them all. Let God sort it out, and me like, hey, do a little research.
Real talk. Skylar got cosigns. I'll say that he got cosigns that I can vibe with.
Yeah, but, sure.
In other news, let's see here. The Anthropic drops the flagship safety pledge. That's right. Anthropic, the wildly successful AI company that has cast itself as the most safety conscious of the top research labs, is dropping the central pledge it made of its flagship safety policy.
Wait.
What's up?
I'm sorry. No, keep talking. I've got lots of questions, and they're all just popping up one by one, and I can't stop them. Continue reading. We'll get there.
In 2023, Anthropic committed to never train an AI system unless it could guarantee in advance that the company's safety measures were adequate. For years, its leaders touted that promise, the central pillar of their responsible scaling policy, as evidence that there are responsible companies that would withstand market incentives to rush to develop a potentially dangerous technology. But in recent months, the company decided to radically overhaul the RSP. That decision included scrapping the promise to not release AI models of Anthropic if they can't guarantee proper risk mitigations in advance. We felt that it wouldn't actually help anyone for us to stop training AI models, said Anthropic's chief science officer, Jared Kaplan. We didn't really feel with the rapid advance of AI that it made sense for us to make unilateral commitments if competitors are blazing ahead.
Okay, so questions. First of all, what the fuck is Anthropic? What is this? The wildly successful AI company? Huh? What are you talking about?
Yo, so if I remember correctly, Anthropic is one of the bigger AI companies. They have they're like looked a lot at for like research. A lot of I think Claude is through them, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, and who is Claude? See.
So Claude is their specific AIs. It's like the way ChatGPT or the other ones are.
Okay,
that's
so
theirs.
ChatGPT the customer version of OpenAI?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, that's who powers ChatGPT.
Right, and then Claude is by
Claude
Anthropic.
Is for Anthropic.
Yeah. Now,
okay, so then you gotta call it by its street name. Just don't say Anthropic, the wildly successful. Nah, say Claude's daddy.
Real talk. So the issue is that like basically like they made this pledge to be like, hey, we're only gonna do things if we guarantee that it won't like affect people in a negative way, if it won't hurt others.
And
they're like,
they can't.
Yo, hold up, we losing stock money now.
Right. So now
they're like, scrap all that. We got to keep up with the other companies.
Oh my God. Nobody's asking for this.
At all.
No one's asking for this. This does not make my life easier. Claude and them actually making it tougher.
Real talk. Don't like Claude.
I don't like any of it's not making it easier. So for me anyway, I don't know other people. They seem to fucking love it. I saw some part of an article about teaching kids about AI usage, and was that the article or no? Maybe this was a series of tweets. But like someone who was probably about my age, and a teacher, asking students like what's their relationship with AI, college students. And they said it kind of breaks down the positive, negative, the nay and yays kind of break down based on majors.
Okay.
So like if you're in a more artistic major, um, or you don't like it. But if
Okay.
you're just like business stuff, you're fine with it. And then it's about like how is it being used? And there are a lot of kids who are just like, well, I find, I'm trying to use it in a way where it can help me. And like, coming up with papers isn't necessarily a help anymore because teachers are kind of onto that.
Right.
Although, who knows? So many teachers are using AI to grade papers. Like it's just two bots just yelling at each other. And
we didn't even cover that article, by the way. That whole like social media for AIs.
What?
You ain't
Was
hear
that
about
one
this?
of them?
That was I need to add it to the list. It was like a couple weeks ago. Somebody created a social media where different AIs could talk to each other.
What are we doing?
We in wild times, yo. You know what frustrated me about this? Like I'm reading this article and like they interviewed the CEO,
Mm-hmm.
the chief science officer.
Mhm.
He reports to the CEO, he's high up, and he says like, hey, like we felt it wouldn't. I'm gonna read a statement. We felt it wouldn't actually help anyone for us to stop training AI models. We didn't really feel with the rapid advancement of AI that it made sense for us to make unilateral commitments if competitors are blazing ahead.
Mhm.
So when I read that, I don't think like they understand that like you just proved that you have no ethics. Like you made this was the hill you were dying on.
Yeah.
This is what made you different.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying, oh, hold up, y'all ain't rocking with us. We losing money. Oh, now screw the one thing we stood for.
Yeah. Did you stand for anything?
Yeah, like like now I don't believe anything about you.
Yeah. Did OpenAI tell you that that's what you should do? What you
Real
should say?
talk.
Like, where did you get that idea?
Real talk. Claude was like, yo, let me loose. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I really want to be like any AI thing I use is without my knowledge or absolutely, an accident. I do not search it out. And I want to stay that way as long as possible. Like, I just want to be dumb to it. But I know it's impossible because of this. So, like, it's all a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Also, fun fact, I thought Anthropic was actually Nootropics, like thesis and all of that. Like I thought it was like the medicines people take to like think clearly.
Oh, right.
I was like, I ain't realize they was doing AI for that too.
I mean, they might as well be. Who knows?
Real talk, yo.
Yeah.
It ain't safe outside, people.
It really isn't. If you're a human, they gunning for you. You better get a little AI in your system because they are gunning for us.
In other news, artist creates New York Yankee fitted medieval helmet.
Oh, right.
And he's dubbed Sir Deadass. I love this. Artist Mashkow Alexei showed the process of him sketching the helmet and his father bringing it to life. The medieval helmet that incorporates the New York Yankee fitted has gone viral. Earlier this week, Mashkow Alexei shared a reel of the helmet, which opens with someone smashing a bottle over the wearer's head. Living by the sword, Alexei captioned the post, medieval York City. This was also, he was rocking this a lot throughout like the whole snowstorm. So it's been going pretty viral.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So he's been walking around the city with this thing. So
Yes,
think
indeed.
of, if you're trying to picture it, think of like a medieval helmet, straight up medieval times helmet, the big silver joint that goes over and then just has the weird little split thing for the eyes.
Yeah.
And the top part of that helmet, instead of it looking like a normal, it looks like a Yankees fitted cap.
I love this.
And then the rest of it looks like the medieval. So there's still the little part for the eyes a little bit, and then the rest is like, it's honestly what you hate is, I mean, it just looks like a dude in a metal shiesty. Like it looks like a guy with a scarf, a hat on, and a scarf, or a balaclava or whatever. Like, it looks very natural.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Shot, this is the most jealous I've ever been in my life. I want this so bad.
Yeah, they're not for sale. You can't. He's not beating one out with a
Real
hammer
talk,
somewhere
yo.
in the basement. You can't just order one.
This shit is fire. I am such a fan of this. I've seen like there's merch for sale by his brand, but it's like picture, like he has like t-shirts with medieval rocking like dudes on it, like knights. I'm like, I want the hat. I want that
Yeah,
exact
I wonder
joint.
how much do you think that hat will go for retail if they decide
I would
to
pay
make
like
it?
solid G.
Would you?
Yeah,
that's
like real talk.
honestly, that's kind of what I think it would go for, like $1,000.
I think it's more than that if it's only like one. If you
Sure,
do a run of those,
one, it's like tens of thousands of dollars.
Real talk, because it's an art piece at that point, like
Yeah.
low key.
Yeah,
Real talk. But I would personally drop a G and like deal with the argument with Gabby that day. Like
just
that is
put
not
it
even
on.
Straight up. I would that's one that I know I can't ask. I can't talk about it with her. I gotta bring it in.
Yeah, you have to have already made the decision.
Already copped it. She gotta get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I gotta hope nothing break in the house for like 6 months because it's gonna be like, oh, we can't get a new fridge, but you got your medieval dead ass hat. You know what I mean?
Right. And then everyone in the family will take pictures with it.
Yeah, like real talk. Like I know for a fact if I cop this, every time I go somewhere, people would text me before, yo, you bringing a dead ass hat? You know what I mean? Yo, it's we need that for the baby shower. You know.
You put the baby inside the
the dead ass. It pays for itself, low key.
It really does. Yeah.
Real talk.
I mean, man. I would want a picture in it.
Yeah.
And I don't care about medieval anything or the Yankees.
This shit is fire, yo.
It is. It's
Real
a good
talk.
look. It's a good look. I will concede that. It does look good.
Straight up, yo. Like, I don't know if you won't ever make a mass run of these, but I'm in. Put me in the pre-orders, yo.
Yeah. Even if you only make like 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get in there quick because it's going to be you.
Straight up.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I know Miro got one.
Right? Yeah. Miro's gonna want one. Like it's
real talk.
Yeah.
All the Uber Bronx dudes I know is gonna be on this with the whole Yankee Connect in general.
Oh,
like it's gonna be tough. Like
so that means Jesus is back, so he's gonna want one too.
Real talk. There's some dudes coming out here. You gonna see Peter Guns out of nowhere. Like, hey, I want one of these.
Oh, it's gonna be between you and Petey Diablo.
Yo, real talk. Real talk.
Petey would wear that everywhere. He will do stand up. He will put the mic inside it, and it echoes.
And I don't blame him. I get it. It's fire.
Yeah.
And it can only be one. I think there's only be like one New York comic that's gonna be able to rock it. Because then you can't be the second dude wearing it.
No. So yeah, you two will have to fight.
Petey, you're my dude, but I'm gonna kick your ass over this medieval joint, yo. We going to war, yo. You my homie. Real talk. It's all love, but I need this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's fair.
Finally, Breaking Bad and Night of the Seven Kingdoms fans successfully wreck each other's IMDb ratings.
Oh my God.
After 13 years of supremacy, Breaking Bad's Ozymandias has been dragged from the IMDb's top spot, allegedly by angry Game of Thrones fans. This it might take a bit of explaining, but the average citizen of Westeros would actually do pretty well on the internet. Okay, they try to be cute in the beginning. Okay,
right.
Yeah, Ozzy. For the last 13 years, there's been one solid contending episode voted by users at the top of IMDb's listing of rankings of TV episodes, and that was Ozymandias, an episode, the series finale of Breaking Bad. It had a perfect 10 out of 10 score.
Right.
Over the last week, though, the average score has suddenly begun to drop to the point to where Ozymandias has actually slipped down to 9th place on the overall list. It dropped 8 spots. This has been because of the A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This is HBO's new show. They have beef with each other. The show's recent 5th episode, In the Name of the Mother, has been very well received to the point to where it was threatening to unseat Ozymandias from the top spot in the rankings. None of this is actually trackable, according to Forbes, by the way, but they can't tell who's doing it. But according to like Reddit threads, basically they think that the fans of A Night of the Seven, in order to get to the top spot, they weren't just ranking it high. They started attacking the rankings of Breaking Bad by ranking it low.
Okay. Okay. All right. I want everyone to let's just take a breath. Let's just take a breath.
Okay.
It these ratings mean nothing. They're on an IMDb page, which nobody looks at unless they're in the business.
Right.
Like I think I have a page. You can't make your own page.
Yeah, it's true.
So I have no idea what my page looks like. I'm sure it's misspelled. I don't even know how to correct that shit. Yeah. So let's calm down.
A little bit.
Because it's a fever pitch right now. I mean, maybe it's fun. Maybe it's fun. Maybe they're having fun.
Yeah,
but
I like to think that, but it's not.
Part of the fun is how much this means to them. And I say, look, we're watching this. This is happening, right? Meanwhile, there are serious conversations about fandom over heated rivalry. That's right. Got it in just
Straight
under
up.
the wire. A lot of discussion about fandom and heated rivalry. And heated rivalry, I forget which, maybe episode 5 of heated rivalry, either 5 or 6, got up to the number 2 spot on this same metric on this IMDb. And I think people were like, there's no way there's any episode of the show that's better than Breaking Bad, right? That's what the people there first. And I mean, look, I've never seen Breaking Bad,
right?
But I know that episode of Heated Rivalry is one of the best episodes of television I've seen in a very long time. A very long time. And so, as far as arbitrary charts go, yeah, sure, it can move around in there or whatever. And now I feel like since that happened, everyone's using this as it's like Rotten Tomatoes. Right? All the discussion about Rotten Tomatoes. And that used to be just a stupid little site for people to throw tomatoes at movies that they didn't like or say, this was pretty good. And now, it's part of the PR.
Yo, straight up.
It's that
became I think, a real credit.
Yeah, it's a real, what's your Rotten Tomatoes score? And people report on it. It's a bellwether of what to expect from shows. It's, the show comes out or the movie comes out next week, but already just the talk and through previews, it's gotten this on Rotten Tomatoes. Let it come out. Let the people see it. How are we already deciding? It's making it or breaking movies. And it's just a stupid little site.
Yeah, yo.
Its information is embedded in Peacock. When you look up movies or shows there's a tomato meter.
Yo, that's crazy. Real talk.
It's right. It's, the year it came out, the length of the film, the tomato meter. So that's all the rating, the tomato meter, all right there on Peacock.
Insane.
Yeah, so it's like that kind of thing, only lesser than because it's IMDb. Everybody calm the fuck down.
Real talk. Y'all
I don't know if you heard, AI's coming for our blood.
Real talk, yo. They're going to be voting all of these shits out.
Yeah.
If you would like to send Gastor your HBO password so I can finally watch the show, because I tried. I have Hulu. I got Prime, I got Netflix, and I tried all of them. I realized it's not on there.
You don't have HBO?
Nah, I had a plug for that. But we had a weird hack, basically. I had someone that used to pay for HBO, then they changed to Max, and she moved to LA. Mm-hmm. But I was still weirdly getting HBO as long as her dad, who still lives in Brooklyn, didn't unplug his box.
Okay.
And then one day he was like, I want to rearrange the living room.
And he unplugged
it. I lost it.
Shit.
So it was a whole chain reaction. I lost it. She's like, I could put you. She's like, it's this whole thing. So yeah, she got him back, but I can't get back. There was a limit to how many people, and she chose blood, and I fully understand that.
No, I guess
you know what I mean. You gotta do it. That's my OG though. You know what I mean. Okay. I get it.
All right.
But
okay.
Yeah, I went down. I did end up finding a cool show, by the way. I saw was it Drop of God? Really dope on Apple. I went down an Apple rabbit hole because you, so I was on that. Drop of God, really dope.
Okay.
Yeah, did not expect to like this. They made it as hard as possible for me to get into this. No action. It's 3 languages. English is the third one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the dialogue is mostly in French and in Japanese.
Okay.
And it's a famous wine connoisseur dies, and his daughter and his apprentice duel out in a contest to see who gets his
Oh wait,
collection.
I think I do know. I think I did watch a trailer of this.
Real talk. I watched the whole season in one day. Whole first season, like captivating. Loved it.
Is it like 30-minute shows?
I don't know, because I just watched it straight. Like I cannot, like I just stayed up the whole night. I was like, I gotta take a nap. I said goodnight to the kids. I was literally looking for heated rivalry, because I was like, Gabby, Shalewa told me this is a not kid show.
Right.
So I literally looked for it, couldn't get on it. And I said, all right, I'm already up. I put that on, never turned it off. I said, good morning to all the kids.
Wow. Okay.
Saying straight up, watched it straight one day. I was
It's
in awe
good,
of the show.
though?
Yeah, I genuinely enjoyed season 1. I can't speak season 2 yet, but season 1 was phenomenal to me.
Okay.
Really dope.
All right.
But yeah.
What are there, like 5 seasons and no one's ever mentioned it before? Apple don't make it easy for nobody.
Real talk, yo. And my favorite TV shows, episodes. I like there's an episode season 1 of Dear White People that I love. I want to say it was like chapter 5.
What
the
happened?
one where that's the one where he is at the party. And he's like, one of his homeboys, one of his white classmates, they're like in a beer pong trivia contest. They're crushing it. They're clearly good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts to just vibe out. They're having a regular party, and the white friend starts singing along to a chorus with the N-word, and he says respectfully, checks it, escalates into a fight, and the cops come over, the university security, and they pull a gun on him. And
this was the not the nerdy guy, but this is
the handsome dude.
The handsome one. Wait. The one whose dad worked there?
No, not
the other one. The other ridiculously handsome one.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
And I would say like at least 3 of these guys phenomenally handsome.
Yeah, it really was. At some point, I was like, "Good Lord!"
Real talk. The whole cast was stunning. Like the women are beautiful on the show. But yeah,
first season of that was very good, and I believe I finished the second season, and I feel like the third season was a musical.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I was like, nah.
A little too far for me.
Yeah, and then the 4th season they said was a return to form, but I was like, nah, you lost me at a musical. I'm sorry.
Real talk, B. Can't be doing that. Went too far, baby.
Yeah.
And The Bear, I really love 2 different episodes on there. Forks, and I think it's Napkins.
Which one was Napkins?
Napkins was both of them are centered on one character. Forks is the one about the cousin.
Yeah.
And then Knives is the one of the Spanish lady.
The one about the Spanish woman.
Yes.
That's the one that Io directed.
Yes.
Let me tell you that I wept.
Yo,
I wept, and then I turned it off, and I didn't go back to it for like a month because it was so affecting.
Straight up, that was beautiful TV.
So affecting. It was really well done. And the Forks one was, I mean, that was good too. I was cheering for Richie for sure.
Right up, real talk.
I mean, I like the Bear, but like that one was the one that Io directed was so ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
because I'm big on pilots, so like for those 3 episodes to like stick to me, like I'm a fan. Normally I just rewatch the first episodes of a lot of shows.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, like that was dope.
You know what was a good pilot?
Which one?
There's a TV show called Claws about the with Niecy Nash about a nail place.
Oh, I love that pilot. Yeah.
That pilot, I never went on to finish to like really get into it, but that pilot, I turned it when it ended, I was like, yo, they covered everything. Like they
real talk
really kind of
the beats
dragged me into it. Like they definitely, that was a very strong pilot.
Look at that. We threw y'all like 10 recommendations at the end there too. Like, subscribe to the show, baby. You got any articles you want us to cover? You know what to do already. All right.
We only gotta cover it. Just send it to us. You know where to find us.
You know where they at. All right. Shout outs this week though to FCVLJ and Metal Stainface. Always appreciate y'all. And shout outs to everybody who I've been asking about y'all names randomly. Everybody answered me in DMs. I won't blow y'all up because some of y'all say, hey, this is just between me and you. So I keep it that way. But
okay,
thank you,
great. I'm glad you're getting answers.
Real talk, man. It was like, no, it was like, hey, yo, on the low. This is what it mean. I was like, yo. And by the way, every on the low, fire. Every single reason was dope. I was like, yo, this is fire. Real talk. Every single time I was like, I'll keep this between us, but low key, you should brag about how you came up with this. This is dope as a name. Oh man, always appreciate y'all. With all that said, it's tough for me. I'm trying to be even, but admittedly always easily excitable. Gastor Almonte, okay? With my reality check of a homeworld. All right, Shalewa Sharpe.
A reality check of a homegirl. Put it on my tombstone.
Real talk, yo.
Literally tattoo that on my shoulder blade. I'm writing it down right now. Reality
Shalewa
check of a homegirl.
Hey, man, you need them, baby. All right? This has been We Out the Snow episode of the War Report. Catch y'all next time. Peace.